Welcome to Echoes of Commerce. Today we embark on a fascinating journey through time to explore the economies of the great civilizations of ancient times, such as Mesopotamia and Egypt. These civilizations not only left us incredible monuments and art, but they also laid the foundations for the economic systems that still influence our lives today. From early trade to the use of coins and rudimentary banking systems, you'll discover how these ancient people managed their resources, exchanged goods, and built their economies. Mesopotamia, known as the cradle of civilization, was home to the world's first cities and one of the first commercial centers. The Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians developed complex trade networks that spanned from the Mediterranean to India. Trade in Mesopotamia not only included tangible goods such as metals, grains, and cloth, but also the exchange of knowledge and technologies. Temples and palaces acted as economic centers, regulating and facilitating trade. In ancient Egypt, the economy was deeply intertwined with the Nile. Agriculture was the basis of the Egyptian economy, with grain as the main crop. The annual floods of the Nile enriched the fields, guaranteeing abundant harvests. The Egyptian state regulated the distribution of land and supervised the storage and redistribution of grain. Additionally, Egypt developed a tax system based on agricultural production, securing resources for large projects such as the construction of pyramids and temples. Ancient Greece pioneered the use of coins as a medium of exchange, facilitating both local and international trade. Greek coins, made primarily of silver, were accepted throughout the Mediterranean. Greek city-states, such as Athens and Sparta, developed their own currencies and economic systems. The agora, or central market, was the heart of economic activity in Greek cities, where commercial transactions were carried out and economic matters were discussed. The Phoenicians were known as the traders of the ancient Mediterranean, famous for their skill in navigation and maritime trade. They founded colonies and commercial ports in strategic places such as Carthago and Cadiz. The Phoenicians traded a wide variety of goods, including cedar wood, purple dyes, glass, and metal products. Their ability to navigate and trade over vast distances allowed them to create a trade network that linked diverse cultures and economies. The Roman Empire, at its peak, created one of the most complex and advanced economies of antiquity. With an extensive network of roads and sea routes, Rome facilitated large-scale trade. The denarius, the Roman silver coin, was widely used throughout the empire. Rome also developed banking and credit systems that enabled economic growth. Roman markets were centers of exchange for a wide variety of products, from exotic spices to manufactured goods. Ancient China developed an advanced economy with dynamic markets and a stable currency. The Han Dynasty, in particular, saw a boom in trade thanks to the Silk Road, which connected China to Europe and the Middle East. Chinese markets were vibrant centers of trade, where goods such as silk, tea, spices, and porcelain were exchanged. The use of bronze coins and the development of early banks facilitated commercial transactions and economic growth. The Persian Empire, under the Achaemenids, created a vast and diversified economy. With a system of satrapies or provinces, the empire regulated trade and collected tribute from the entire territory. The Persians established a road network and used a standardized currency called darik. Persian markets were centers of exchange for goods such as spices, textiles, and precious metals. Additionally, the Persians encouraged international trade, connecting Asia, Europe, and Africa. The Mayan civilization, located in Mesoamerica, developed an economy based on agriculture, trade, and tribute. The Mayans grew corn, beans, squash, and cocoa, and their agricultural products were the basis of their economy. They also traded extensively with other Mesoamerican cultures, exchanging goods such as obsidian, jade, quetzal feathers, and pottery. Mayan markets were vital centers of exchange, and trade routes connected different cities and regions. Although the economies of ancient times may seem distant and foreign to our current reality, many of the lessons and principles that were developed in those times are still relevant today. From the importance of trade and economic diversification to resource management and the use of currencies, these ancient civilizations teach us a lot about sustainability and economic efficiency. For example, crop diversification and careful water management in Egypt remind us of the importance of sustainable agriculture and resource conservation today. Furthermore, The globalized trade of the Phoenicians and Romans resonates with our modern global economy, underscoring the importance of international connections and networks for economic growth. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.